Yes, basically the judges are threatening me to not to enter that court. If I enter that court, the whole thing will go against me, and they forcing me to leave the country. They do many things, such as offering me new passports with new names. They trying to send a woman to get married to me. They're forcing me to get married to a woman to go to a different country. And they threatening members of my family, and they say if I don't give them this certain amount of money. I was having a conversation with a gentleman named Tom Colleland. I'll have to spell his surname for you.
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
You've been offered new passports and what else? And
many new passports. There was
money?
Sorry?
Did you say they gave you money as well?
No, they don't get. They want my money from me, Mr.
Okay.
And they telling me if I'm not going to give, they have members of my families as a hostage in a different country, and they say if I'm not willing to give all this money to them or leave the country, there is a possibility they'll be killing members of my family, and they keep delaying my case. When I refused to leave the country, Mr. Tom, if I like to spell his surname for you.
Hold on for me. How do you get these threats? Through what?
No, I spoke to him. I go to his house. I spoke to him, and there's
Him who?
Mr. Tom Colleland, and
Spell that for me.
is CLELLAND. This is one of them. There is a judge named Mr. Anthony O'Toole.
Who is Tom Colleland?
I still don't know. He's part of a government. He could be a judge. He's one of the guys who's doing a prosecution on my case, and they are threatening me. They forcing me to do many things. To be honest, I have certain evidence which I'll be able to provide. And Mr. Colleland, when I refused to leave the country or married to a girl that were providing me or get their passport with a new name to leave the country, he has extended my case for 6 more months again. And
what's your immigration status?
I have indefinite leave to remain.
You have leave to remain?
Yes, leave to remain.
Indefinite leave to remain.
Indefinite leave to remain.
Okay.
But they're forcing me to.
Why are they threatening you when your immigration status is okay?
Yeah, but the thing is, they're doing an investigation. They try to revoke my citizenship based on a few allegations and many other things. To be honest with you, I had a previous case that certain amounts of money has been paid out as a compensation, but that money is under the court protection at the moment. And Mr. Anthony O'Toole, and certain people at the church. There is a judge at the church, Riverside Church. They wanted that money. They want me to sign the certain paperwork and give all that money to them, and give all the money to Mr. Tom Collins was telling me I have to give all the money to a guy named Patkin Azarmer. If I don't give the money to them, they have members of my families as hostages. They're threatening me with the deportation, and as I said, they keep trying to force me to leave the country, such as offering me a passport with a new name. There was a Cypriot passport at one time I was offered. There was a woman that they're trying to force me to get married to. Well, I have certain evidence in regards to that. I'll be able to provide. The certain woman that they want me to marry to and leave the country. I was also listening to certain conversation. They were talking about in this period of 6 months that they be extending my case. They are planned to kill certain members of my family in Iran, and they were mentioning that he's a very emotional guy, and if he kills certain members of his family, they were talking about whether they should kill the mother or kill a different sort of a person. By killing certain members of the family, they'd be able to take me for a sort of like a funeral of that person's, and then they'd be able to kill me then, so I will not have to come back. As I said, they really threatening me in many different ways, and these are the judges that are involved in my case. There's a judge named Mr. Raj, but I haven't been receiving any threats, to be honest, so far from Mr. Raj. He's the only judge that has not been threatening me. The Mr. Tom, Mr. Anthony O'Toole, and there is a judge at the Riverside Church. I mean, they're actually forcing me to give all the money to them. If I'm not gonna give all the money to them, they're gonna do this and that and the other, to be honest. And Mr. Tom has extended my case for another 6 months, and I'd just like to have this as a report in case any members of my family any harm come to in a different country. I will have this as evidence, because they're talking about killing certain members of the family. I would really like this to be investigated as soon as possible, to be honest.
Okay. I'll give you a reference for the call, okay?
1 second. Let me write this down, please.
Are you home alone?
Sorry?
Are you home alone?
Am I home alone? I'm home, yes.
Are you home alone or someone with you?
No, I'm alone at the moment. Why?
Okay. No, just no. Also, reporting to the police. Have you taken any other legal action against these people?
It is, as I said, it is getting investigation at the moment. They keep delaying the court case, unfortunately. They keep delaying the court case, and they're threatening me and my family. They're judges, barristers, and they want me to sign certain paperwork. They want me to go to the court and say certain things against my will, which I'm not going to do that. They're really making my life a hell, unfortunately. They have pictures of members of my family. They show pictures of members of my family to me.
How long have you been in the country for?
I've been here for about 12 years, miss.
Okay.
You know, they really threatening me horrifyingly, to be honest. And
Let me give you the reference, sir.
1 second, let me just write this down, please. Would anybody get back to me in regards to investigation?
Yes, I'm sending it to the local place, okay?
Thank you very much. 1 second. What is the reference number?
It's C for Charlie,
C for Charlie,
H for Hotel,
H for Hotel,
S for Sugar,
S for Sugar,
4322.
4322,
And today's date, okay?
which is 12 of the 1st, 2014.
12/1/14.
14. Yeah, that's the CHS number. Okay, thank you very much. You call me on the same number?
Bye.
You call me on the same number?
Yes, we've got your number.
Okay, thank you. Bye bye.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
Okay. CHS 4322 12/01/14.